yours today. Holly, is it Holly or Haley? says here you.
I think it was Hallie.
Hallie.
What's your middle name?
Morgan.
Congratulations.
Congrats. This is a Haley episode. This is going to be all about you, so you get ready to talk a lot.
Can't wait.
It's literally the only reason we're having this podcast is because how awesome you are.
Now
And so we're going to start calling it Haley and Friends, and I'm done. This is my last
Oh
one.
my god.
I like that a lot.
The barn is now yours. I'm done. I'm out.
As luck with you own Buffalo now.
It's been fun.
Congratulations.
Yep. No.
And a horse.
Oh, you're keeping those.
Nope.
Keeping those.
We
The
can
farm
share-
is mine.
We can share the
farm is
horsey.
mine, but the fitness stuff I'm done with. I'm out. This mural is gonna be painted over.
Same like background.
It's gonna be Haley. We're just gonna put Haley there. All these posters, everything is now Haley. This is the new face of Mayhem. We're gonna replace all those murals, everything up.
That would be really funny.
It would be so good. We should make a video just like me
around
walking
the outside of the gym.
Me just walking in and being like, like see the first thing. I'm like, all right.
Second, the key doesn't work.
God.
Oh, we gotta do that. That would be so good. Like, this is weird. Hey, cute. Can somebody let me in? Funny story. I actually don't have a key to this place.
Oh, really?
No.
I gave mine to Scott.
I gave mine
he needed it.
to Brian, to the coffee shop. Now I have zero key to this place.
Don't tell your wife that I gave it to.
She was not going to watch this.
Oh, yeah, sure, we're fine.
She might because Haley's on it, but that's it.
Third place, stage 1 of the 2020 CrossFit Games. We're a couple of days afterwards, and we talk. I mean, look, we get to talk to you all the time, but tell the people, like, I mean, how is it settled in yet?
I don't think it has really settled in. I know that I still have a lot of work. That's settled in. But just the feeling of it really hasn't. Because, I mean, we've been working hard for, the past 5 months. Yeah, literally
For
a year.
The open started
was a year ago.
Oh, my gosh.
I haven't really had a break since then.
Yeah.
So it just feels like it's been never ending. So that doesn't feel anything any different. But it still hasn't really settled in.
That was the door closed that ever
She was
happened.
staring at me the whole time, too. Like,
So just say everything you just said over. I'm kidding. So what did you do, though? So today is Wednesday, right? Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So you've had a couple days. Did you train?
Yeah,
Did you
I
let it go?
took Sunday and Monday off, and then yesterday tried to get back into it. Felt a little crap, but it's probably normal.
yesterday we worked out a lot.
Yeah.
You did great.
You were pretty funny in the celebration when Haley was bouncing around.
There was nothing wrong with mine.
It was cute. It was perfect.
There
it
was
was
nothing
perfect.
wrong
But it was
with
funny.
it. What am I supposed to do? Beat my chest like y'all?
No, but your legs are wide out. Your knees are poking
Like
in.
a starfish.
I was like, ACL, stop.
Like a
You could have been a little bit more
It just hurts our old bodies.
athletic in the celebration.
It was like a starfish.
That would be pretty gangster if you came up with some sort of beating of your chest or whatever. Do the haka.
I don't like that.
What's a haka?
You know, like the Fijian war dance, or New Zealanders do it. It's like a Polynesian thing.
Okay.
You never seen that?
I feel like...
Have you seen Moana?
Yes.
You know what he does when he opens up the lair of Tamatoa?
Okay, yeah.
That's...
All right. Here we go.
I feel like everyone has their thing. You know how Annie leaps to the finish line?
Oh, yeah. She does that.
Tia does the throw her hands up. That thing. I don't know what mine is. I'd really
You
see
guys
it.
have to work on it.
We
young.
just not what you did.
I think mine's fine.
I think it's great.
I
Actually,
think
You can make it but don't do that.
Don't listen.
I don't think, to be fair, I don't think I would do that in front of a crowd. I think just since it was just you guys.
Well,
it was
so
beautiful.
I did that. That was my.
I loved it.
Inner
Where I was
dance.
going was he said, "Oh dang it! Now we have to train a lot more."
yeah.
You feeling that too?
No,
No.
He acts like he doesn't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
I don't blame you.
I don't
don't.
either.
So what's the
Don't
plan?
believe
No, we were working out.
Just same. We're gonna recruit people, bring them in, make her chase
No.
them. We're gonna put
Let's just leave it to us.
make
No,
her chase
just
chickens
us.
around the yard.
We don't want to change it up, She's done
Okay.
good so far. We don't want to throw off her. She doesn't like when other people are here. So
That is not true.
Just
Just-
kidding.
Never
No,
mind.
we're gonna keep going at it. Now I did bail on her the last 3 weeks in the
Yes.
afternoons because it was too hot. I can't do the heat. I was over the
Just
heat.
write me up a
I
workout.
just showed up emotionally
And usually for
there.
August,
That goes a long
I shut down anyway. It's too hot to be out in the barn.
It was
And
really
so I would
hot.
go downstairs and I would do the similar stuff, but in the basement.
It literally cooled off this week.
And then as soon as it
It's
cools off,
perfect.
I'm back. I'm good. I can work out again.
That's when I want to go away. It's because it's cold.
As long as I can just get some of these nagging aches and pains, because
Yeah.
we've been training for a year
Yeah.
to go
Literally
away.
though.
I didn't want to bug you about it over the weekend, but like playing off of that, was it, I mean, in the grand scheme, was it easier or harder, do you think, being in the barn with everybody there, but not training with you? Like, did that help your performance?
Like beside me?
Yeah, exactly. Like you were by yourself, spotlight, and we were just all kind of watching you.
No, because it kind of felt like they were doing it with me in a way. Like they were there, so I felt comfortable. If it would have just been like me out there and just no one could talk, that would, like rogue, that would kind of freak me out a little bit more. But I felt comfortable because they were there and they were talking. So
They were straight shouting at you during the 1,000-meter row.
that's what I said. Literally, the only voices I could hear were theirs because I hear them all the time.
Trice.
Oh.
Trice's face
That
on
was
that
the-
row is priceless. It's so good.
Everyone keeps commenting on it. I love it.
It's so good. Him in that Spider-Man costume
well-
and just
He's
like
like-
full like, what the hell is going on?
Are they yelling at me? Are they looking at me? Why are they
He's
yelling
like,
at
He
me?
was like, holding on to
why
the
does she
bench.
look like she's hurting so bad? Why is she doing this to
Yeah,
herself?
He was like holding on to the bench, just looking.
It's so good. Tasia's was it you that posted the like
I posted a
Tasia's
video,
face
yeah.
and
wait,
then
no, that was
Trice's
Scott.
face?
That was Scott.
When Trice is just like full.
I think that was at the point when you had gone from 138 to 148.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I had like
Oh,
100
gosh.
left
Make it
or 150.
She's gonna die.
I was dying.
And that was
though.
right afterwards. I think you told Trice, you were like, "Learn to play baseball, bro.
Yeah, I was like, be good at baseball, not this.
This is a painful path."
Yeah,
What stands out the most from the weekend?
I don't know. It literally went by so fast. It felt like,
I was surprised. Honestly, I was surprised. Like it was, there was a lot of workouts, and I'm sure beat up, but it just
Yeah.
felt like 2 days was kind of for me as a spectator. I mean, as an athlete,
Yeah.
probably been nice, but as a spectator, I was like, wow, that was a relatively short week.
Yeah.
And
I guess it couldn't have done like a Dave Castro surprise. There's
Yeah,
more, but I
something.
thought that was coming.
no, it was,
they
it was
could.
good.
I mean, they could.
Yeah, but it was good.
because
I mean, I
of the
think he
times.
tested most of the stuff that needed to be tested. It was a little.
I don't think
saw a
there's any
little bit of
aerobic.
redundancy, but yeah,
He was what?
I don't
there
think
was
there was
no
any
anaerobic.
aerobic.
Yeah.
Oh, it was all like
yeah.
sprint and blackout.
Yeah.
I guess maybe the Nancy one, if you could move that overhead squat weight, because then it just came down to the run and burpees. But still, I don't
There's
think.
still a lot weighted
Yeah.
on, obviously, the 185
Yeah.
that's, or 125. It's a lot of heavy-ish overhead squat.
For
so.
sure. But I think for there was about 26 other people who took a lot longer than you on that, and for them maybe it was more aerobic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Nothing else stick out to your head, in your head?
No.
Those two,
Nothing.
I mean, the 1,000-meter row and Nancy were like highlights of the weekend watching.
Yeah.
One, because the 1,000-meter
Really?
row, oh, dude.
Just because
like,
the pain, or
yeah, it's just
Oh.
uniquely brutal.
Yeah.
And then the way that also that you guys approached it, like, I thought it was funny. Maybe I'm talking to you. I was like, it looked like people who were like contemplating like either like taking a drug or just doing something crazy. Because you're like, I'll do it in 30 minutes. You're like, no, you know what? No, I'm fired up
Yeah.
right now. No, let's do it now. And
Yeah,
it's
well,
like
'cause
kept
Sam
going
was
back and
like-
forth. It was like, I don't know.
I didn't want
Should
to
I
go, but
Yeah.
Sam was like, "I'm going now," so I was like, "I gotta
I've
go
got to
now."
go too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was fully recovered anyway. I was just putting it off.
Right.
It was so bad. I don't think I've ever hurt like that. Like
No.
I really, really hurt. My whole body went numb. I couldn't pull anymore.
It looked awful.
yeah.
That was impressive because we were sitting there talking. I'm like, you're like, can I go 147?
I didn't think I could go like
And I was like,
145.
go 145.
Yeah.
And then she ended up holding like a 140.
Yeah, below that.
Yeah.
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 Oh, it hurt
Average.
so bad.
I think it was
Yeah.
like, came out.
Because
there.
I
Really
came
impressive.
down.
But I was just like, okay, we were all wrong.
Well, because up
you
to
had
like
to though.
Yeah.
600 meters left, I felt like good at that pace. And then obviously you
Yeah.
can't really not
Full
feel good.
lactic
So,
acid
yeah.
bath.
Then
Yeah.
it just hit. And I remember looking at like 440 left, and it really, really started to hurt. And I'm like, okay, you're almost there.
No part of me ever wants.
No, I never want to do that again,
I'm just
ever.
like, nah, I'm good.
Never. I'm never testing that again.
It's my favorite thing to do though with a friend who's like moderately fit but doesn't really know CrossFit yet. You're like, here, just sit on this thing, just pull 1,000 as fast as you can.
As hard as you
Yeah.
It's exactly that. It's like they'll get to 500 before they're like,
Yeah.
you see it on their face, they're like, oh no,
Oh no, I'm
oh
gonna
no,
die.
no.
And
I'm
then
out.
stop.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Oh, it was so bad. And then I guess the thruster one was really bad too.
Learn from Sam not to fall down
Oh,
as soon as
man,
you
poor
finish.
guy.
What a bummer.
Did he lose that many spots?
Yeah,
He did.
yeah.
Oh.
I think that it was, I mean, at least 6 spots or
Oh,
something.
really?
Like,
wow.
yeah,
Is that many?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what his overall placement was.
I
but
saw
it was
other people
substantial.
do that too, though. So
Yeah. I felt bad. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's just my head wasn't in the right place either.
I started screaming too, and then everyone's like started yelling.
Yeah,
too.
after that,
I
we were
didn't
all
even
making
really
sure
realize.
everyone got over the line.
I was like, someone please yell at me. But good thing like he went first, 'cause I feel like I would have forgotten, honestly.
For sure.
It's easy to forget when you're not in a competition. Just like the open, you just fall over,
For sure.
Yeah, it was kind of. I mean, I liked the fact that they had all the measured out things, like you had to be so far away from your bar, or from the wall, or from whatever. Which I think that's something in the open is so, how the setup is so crucial to how you do workouts. So I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like CrossFit really tried. Like, they sent out, professional judges that have judged at the games and stuff for everyone. So it all seemed pretty legit. Like, no one could, not that it hopefully
credit
no
to
one
Joe
would try,
on that
but-
one, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he was the first one who was like, "You finish line."
Yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
He was great. Both
Yeah,
of them were
both
great.
of them were
They were
good.
Didn't
really,
cross
you
my
could
mind
tell
till I
they had
started.
done it before.
Yeah.
Like, they were
Yeah.
super good and were vocal.
Yeah, he judged the classic actually.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, yeah, he was out here for the classic.
Okay, I knew I recognized. He's local. Okay, well, let's move on. I'm curious. You said some really cool stuff in some of the interviews, like both leading up to and after. One, I hadn't seen kind of, I guess I'll call it like ferocity or aggressiveness. And
Nasty.
I love to hear you say
Had to bring it out.
that you're no longer intimidated, like that you think that you belong shoulder to shoulder with those women. And you followed it
Yeah.
up later too, where you're like, hey, people give me a lot of credit. I think someone like Sam Briggs deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah.
But tell me about that confidence thing. Like, that's from the heart? You really feeling that way?
Yeah, I mean, even after last year, I was still kind of lacking it a little bit, just because, I don't know, but
You're a kid in your defense.
yeah.
You're very
You're
young.
19.
right?
Yeah, but then, like, after Wadapalooza, and I started getting it back, like, I don't know, they didn't really scare me anymore. Not that they scared me, but I just, for some reason, I still felt like I didn't belong out there, or they were just so much better than me, or that I was just still trying to chase and be like them.
Yeah.
And I don't really feel like that anymore. It's the best way to
shouldn't.
describe
Yeah.
it.
I
You
agree.
definitely should not.
I don't know.
And I don't even know if this is a good question or not, but like, you've seen mostly male
Yeah.
athletes from teens who were dominant
Yeah.
and then couldn't make the jump. You know what I mean? Those were guys. I don't know, maybe it's a guy-girl thing, but Haley's really the only one who's been able to accomplish that.
Yeah,
I
I
wonder
kind
why.
of, I think I've said it from the beginning of Haley coming out here. I mean, you've been out here for 2 years now, and even before
I kind
that,
of sucked when I first came here.
no, you didn't.
No, you
you
didn't.
didn't suck.
You were
Yes, I
very
did.
fit.
You didn't suck.
You were like the
You're
most
super-
dominant teenage athlete in the history of the sport.
But there's
I
just
couldn't
a-
keep up here.
There's a difference in it's almost like all business. Like, yeah, she's gonna have fun and hang out, but where the other ones that we're talking about were just kind of not goofing off, but
They wanted the balance.
yeah. And you can't have balance. I mean, if you want to be the best in the world at anything, there's no balance. And
Yep.
I think Haley understands that and understands that from an early age. You know, there's going to be time in your life for balance, but right now, that's not that time. And like I said, you don't have to tell her to do anything. She's going to go ahead and, like, whatever we're going to come up with, she's not going to ask 50 questions and say, why are we doing that and whatever. Or say, oh, well, that's stupid or that's too hard or anything like that.
I've done that.
I mean, you guys do that, but
We do it in a fun way.
yeah.
in a fun way. But they're not going to, like, actually question.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you also want them to have some say and some, like, why are we doing this? Which I think she understands. But to separate her from the others, that's definitely one of the big things is she just shows up and puts in the work and knows that it's going to benefit her. But I think the competitive side of who she is as well, like, I can connect with that very well because it's hard to teach that or coach that. Either you got it or you don't. And all these girls that are around have that little bit of, I call it nasty,
Yeah.
but in a good way, like you want them by your side if you're in a competition or doing something. So yeah.
You got nasty?
A little
When
bit.
she competes, Wanda.
Yeah, I do. I was actually just to echo, like, I've trained with Rich for 3 years, so a little bit now, and Haley 2 years, and she actually reminds me a lot of, like, just him. Like, they're very similar in, like, their volume and their training and how they do a lot of things. So it's kind of crazy to see just the development of you has been awesome, honestly, because, I mean, if you have someone who's the greatest of all time. Should mimic him.
I still say, like, last summer when we were doing all the worm training, I think that's where I got really fit, and then just from there built the base, and then just kind of got here from now. But like training on the worm and just training with the team, I seriously think that's how I got so fit, and then it just went up from there.
Tell me about that. What do you mean? Like you plugged in with their team?
Yeah, she would fill in when China wasn't here, and honestly, like you don't people are like, oh, team workouts, but the team workouts we do are a little excessive. But when you're going at somebody else's pace and you see that kind of aha of like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can stick to their pace, or I can even. It's all right. I'm not taking breaks when I want to take breaks. It's just different. I don't know how really to explain it, but yeah, I mean, she stepped in and was incredible.
Great.
But
the first time I ever went to a train with Rich, and like, this is apples to like, Sour Patch Kids, but I got on that thing with Darren Hunsucker and a couple of other fit dudes, and I was like, oh, they just rode me to the ground, basically. You know, there was no option. It was like basically on walking lunges, I was holding on for them to pick me back up. They were lunging me and stepping me up, So I could totally see that.
Yeah.
People who have never done that or done a worm, they just don't get it. But I understand what you're saying.
I got pushed every day because I wasn't even on the team, but I didn't want to slow them down or mess their training up, so I'm killing myself in the dirt, just try to keep up. And I really think like that in the summer last year is when it really happened.
I think it's also a confidence thing. Is like, oh, I can stick with them. Oh, I can. She trains with these girls all the time, and when you have to match their pace, then it's oh, I can do this. Oh, I can.
Tasia's fast. She's really fast.
Haley and I would really go back and forth a lot, just competing with each other. In 2019, it was a lot of fun, and it made me way fitter. Yeah. Like if I didn't have you, I wonder.
I'm the same way because it's not competitive that you would think, like two individual girls. It was like we were both pushing each other in a good way because we're not technically competing each other. But if she does it, then I need to do it too. So we would always just push each other in that way. So that was a huge help.
When you also, each of you have a different strength than the other. Like
complete opposites.
You're opposites, but that also helps a ton. That's, I mean, in my early days of competing, I had people in different areas that would push me, maybe not the full, complete fitness, but I have people that push me in strength. I have people that push me in, weightlifting, or in gymnastics, and then I have people that push me in running and stuff. So I think her having that definitely helps.
Yeah. There would be like workouts where one part of it would be like Haley's strength and one part would be my strength. So then I'd be in my head, I'm like, okay, well, she's
gotta
better
make up
here,
some time
so
here.
I'm like, I've got to make sure I push here to try and like hold the pace.
There's so many good times, and there's gonna be more in 3 weeks.
And then obviously Haley and I crushed Rich and Dre that year all the time.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Rich and Dre. Yeah.
Okay, so Dre.
I'd be like excited when we would get a head start, because when Dre would start, we'd get a head start on.
Like if Dre's starting, we'll at least have a leg up. We just gotta stay ahead.
We just gotta hang on.
Was it the wall ball, toe bar, snatch one? Remember that one?
Yeah.
And
you almost
caught you guys. Dre was like triple.
You started and Dre started.
Yeah.
Dre's super fit, but on 225 snatch, for some reason, it was like his kryptonite. And so we did this workout, and the girls were almost a full person ahead of us.
Yeah.
It was
and every time I would get back up, I would catch us up. And then Dre would miss 3 or 4 snatches, and then I would catch us up. Yeah. And then the last one, they started really falling off, and I was like, all right, and I couldn't.
We were getting tired.
It was me.
I think I did one snatch. Like I was on 2 when you guys finished your 3rd or something like that. I was trying so hard.
That way it was still pretty heavy for me then.
Yeah.
So I was like barely hanging on.
I remember watching.
Yeah, everyone was here that day.
Missed the final round snatch like 3 times, and I was like, "All right, we got it."
You're like, "Come on, Haley, we're just hoping he misses."
Yeah.
So good.
Rich is catching.
We're like, Rich is going too fast. Dre needs to fail a couple.
And everyone was here that day too.
There was a bunch of people here too. I think for something. I don't remember what it was. It was in the summer.
So you had to step it up.
Yeah.
The audience.
This is so fun. So fun.
Damn it, Dre.
There were a lot of people this weekend who said that they were surprised by your performance, and I know that gets under your skin a little bit. So
it doesn't get under my skin. I get it. People last year thought it was just all cardio, and I couldn't lift a 215 barbell. So I mean, I get where they're coming from, but I've also have put in a lot of work. I'm not the same athlete as last year.
15 workouts you did that weekend.
I know, but I mean, people just had so much to say about that. I think most people were upset they didn't get to watch their favorite athletes. But I mean, I get why people were surprised, but I've also put in a lot of work this year to like fix some things. I mean, I'm still not where I should be, but
You're also 19.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a lot better than I was last year. So I guess I just had to prove that to people, and
You did
no
that.
one can say crap anymore.
Right, yeah,
Literally,
even like
none of these workouts were something that like maybe
Wheelhouse.
one was over
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
That was it. Like I looked at these workouts and I was like, oh boy, because I mean, even the 1K row, I'm like,
Still
That's
power
a- that's
workout.
a-
Power output workout.
I mean, weight moves. I mean, mass moves mass.
Oh,
so
for sure.
I was even a little bit worried about that, but it honestly went perfect. Literally,
turned out
literally went
really well.
perfect.
Really painful.
Wait, so then let's talk about that. Like, what are any that you surprised yourself? Not necessarily like, I guess.
No, I mean, any of those workouts, I would have done the exact same thing in training. Maybe not as hard, but I did every single thing like I had trained.
Mm-hmm.
And those weren't any of those workouts weren't like surprises to me. They all felt I knew how they were gonna feel.
We've done versions of a lot of those.
Yeah,
as well.
especially that last one.
Yeah, the last one, even the
Yeah.
first two,
The deadlift.
Fran.
Oh yeah, the deadlift one for sure.
deadlift one, the Fran one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those workouts, I knew how I'd been training. I knew my body really well and like my fitness level at that point. So they all went exactly how I thought they would.
Yeah, actually, a lot of the programming did line up really
It was
well
almost
with Mayhem athlete stuff.
kind of crazy.
The Diane
If
one
only
came
they
up while
would
we were in
repeat
LA.
it, though.
Yeah, right before
Right
the
before they announced it, Diane, the heavy Diane one was,
Yeah.
except for without the deficit.
Just needs a little bit more volume.
I did that in the hotel workout area, and Rich got kicked out.
I got kicked out.
Why?
He did it earlier that day.
I went at like 6 a.m. I guess in retrospect it was closed.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that.
It was the nicest hotel gym I've
Wait,
ever
where
seen
is
in my
this
life in
Hollywood?
LA. Yeah.
Oh,
And
wait, Carson?
no, in Hollywood when we did that photo shoot, that Reebok photo shoot.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
last
And so
week.
Rory did the workout, and I was like, all right, I'll go downstairs and do the workout. Me and Lakeland, we walk in there, and there was a sign that said, sorry, I'm taking a break right now, whatever. And
Right.
so I just moved the sign, went into the gym. And so I was in there kind of stretching and warming up, and this guy comes in. He's like, did you get permission to be in here? I was no. He said, yeah, you can't be in here. Dang it. So I went
Should've
upstairs.
said yes.
I went upstairs and did M30.
Oh, nice.
It was the jumping split lunge and push up.
Was
Those are
it good or
hard.
bad?
It was good, but I did it 3 times.
Right.
One every 5 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're a little advanced.
M90.
M90. No, it's still 15 minutes. It was good.
All right, back to kind of like not surprises, but what you did. Everybody had to kind of treat as a surprise was you just sent your score off, and then you had to wait to see how they stacked
Yeah,
up.
the last 2 hours. Well, after that, we didn't find out the second scores of the day until after I had done all the workouts. But I knew I had done pretty well on the last one, so hopefully that would have like held up. But I didn't know where I was gonna place, or because I was currently in 7th after those first 2 workouts. So I knew I had to like move up at least to 5th to like hopefully get a spot. And then when I saw 4th, that's when I was like, oh my gosh, because I had a pretty good cushion too. So that's when I really hit. I started
Yeah,
crying.
when you were in
That was-
4th, and then I knew you had that last workout.
Yeah,
to do,
I knew
it
I
was
did it, like, good
zero
that one.
doubt
Yeah.
in my brain.
Same.
Have you seen the behind the scenes episode 2 yet?
Oh, I just
Dude,
It was
it
good.
just
you
happened.
were on there for the live
Yeah, it was
premiere. When you found that out, like not even
That's
that you
that was
qualified,
the true emotion though.
That was
Because I knew that I had done enough.
Yes.
Because I had enough cushion too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that hit hard.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was real
It
emotion.
was when she like started crying a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah,
I remember
that was real.
I
back
didn't
of it.
watch it, but I remember that moment.
That-
like when
yeah,
Sean
that
was
was,
saying,
You lived it.
yeah.
Yeah.
When he was, I guess when they just did he show the leaderboard or no?
Yeah.
We knew
They
somebody's
showed it
time.
after 6. Yeah,
Yeah.
they specifically they were
Okay,
like,
yeah.
this is not
And you
after
had already
7.
done the last
Yeah,
one.
and I had moved to 4th.
Yeah.
So that's when I knew it was like enough.
Yeah.
That was real. That
Oh,
was
now
raw
Ben
emotion.
wants to talk to you.
Hey Ben.
All right.
What'd you pour in your pants there, homeboy?
Oh.
Milk. Pete, no, look right underneath your jacket, bro. Looks like you
Milk on
soiled
the
yourself.
pants. Our pets'
That
heads are
doesn't
falling
look
off.
like pee.
milk.
No, it's not.
It's milk. No, if we're at something like this and I was back in the
Uh-huh.
driveway.
Hey, typical workaholic. You know what I mean? No time for the extra shake. I'm trying to transition off my awkward statement.
Nope, let's call more attention to it. Dang it. You blew away.
I thought it was really cool to see to watch your mom watch you.
Or
Because
not
She won't
watch
watch.
you.
Yeah.
Not
No,
watch.
it was so funny. She would like creep backwards around the corner, like 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
You're getting ready, and she was literally like sleeking backwards around, like
Yeah.
she can't watch.
Yeah, I'm kind of like,
Should we just hang with my kids?
I mean, they watch me at the games, but they know I've always been kind of funny about them watching me. Like I don't know why. I just don't like to see my mom or dad like when I'm like
Their reactions.
competing.
Yeah.
No, just at all. It just for some reason it just makes me really nervous.
Wow. Okay.
And she knows that I don't want to like see her. I don't mind if she like watches. I just don't want to make like eye contact, you know, because something like flips and like inside me. I don't know. It's just my parents, but I don't know why that happens.
That's amazing.
It's been like that in gymnastics, everything.
Yeah.
Softball.
She's so sweet. She just.
Yeah. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
no,
honestly
I know.
not her. It's just my thing, you know. I don't want to see my parents. I guess I don't want to see maybe if I did bad, like the disappointment, you know.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yvonne, I'm like, where'd she go? She's like,
Watching my kids.
She loves
Were
it.
they? I mean, so how hard did they push you like growing up? So Rich always tells a story of like his dad made him do chores, and like even if it was like move this bag back and forth for the next hour.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily like that, but my dad was really good at sports, so he was always really hard on my brother and I, like growing up with sports, especially with my brother in baseball. So always felt like I had to try to maybe just live up to his expectations, and I never want to let him down. I don't know, like I've just kind of grown up like that in every sport, so they weren't hard on me in that way. But my mom has never been hard on me. She's just like, oh, you did so good, no matter what. She doesn't know, but yeah,
Pre-approval from mom.
Yeah, my dad's a little bit on the tougher side, but he was happy this
But
weekend.
I've met him a couple times. He's still he seems like a softie, like around you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but
Just that
he was happy this weekend.
yes,
for sure. But there's been times that he has not been happy, but it's okay.
Like from sports stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of made me into who I am.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things I do, and yeah, I feel like have to give tough love.
I'm sure they're very proud of you.
Oh yeah, they're so proud. Like they tell everyone, and I'm like, please don't do that. I'm embarrassed. Please
That's
don't go.
what I've been doing.
Please don't
I'm
go
like,
bragging, please.
I'm just bragging on Haley. 'Cause
I
you're
would
so
rather
awesome.
I don't like the attention, so I'm like, please don't talk about me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what
they're
you're
so
saying.
proud.
Like I'm new to the team, but like I've got this
Yeah.
overwhelming sense of pride. I see Haley walk into the room, and I'm like, ha, ha, ha,
I know her.
There's our girl, you know.
Yeah, I hang out with her.
Yeah,
It's fine.
exactly. I know her.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't like the attention.
Really?
I'd rather just no.
Better get used to it.
Truly.
Well, maybe this is a good year to kind of like you get a
Grow
little more
into it.
easing in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
think I'll ever like it, but I'll
No,
learn
you
to
won't
fake
ever.
like
You
it.
won't ever like it. I hate it, but
Rich
Yeah,
loves
I'm not
it.
someone
Becomes-
that I'm like.
becomes part of it. You
I'm
just kind of have
embarrassed.
to put on a face.
Yeah, I hate it too.
You're good at it.
You
though.
love it. I've been doing it for 11 years, Haley. Who, me?
Oh, hey.
We've just been making Haley take questions on the YouTube lives
I
now.
seriously think that's helped though. I'm not
Oh,
kidding.
It'll help for sure.
It really has helped. Like the morning chalk up guy was here and he like was talking to me on camera, and I noticed like, wow, I've gotten better.
You
And
should
even
go
out
back
there-
and look some of my first interviews. They're terrible.
Oh, mine are
Terrible.
usually like, yeah, good.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we went back for Scott was looking through YouTubes of when you won as a teenager,
Oh god.
and you look like such a baby.
I know.
Like,
It's cool because like
crazy.
I'm actually like still growing up, so like my face is changing.
Yeah.
Like,
Still maturing.
yeah, still maturing.
Yeah.
As everyone says. So
Uh,
that is cool to see.
Well, that's an interesting way to go because if there was any criticism about your performance, it would have been strength. But you pointed out really well that like at 19 years old,
She's 19.
no one is.
Well, I know
It's
I'm,
impossible,
so much more-
it's impossible to reach your potential until your physical maturity is
I mean,
probably
just
like
the
25.
yeah,
24,
just the way
25.
I'm built, I'm never gonna be the strongest but I
get
think I
stronger,
can
though.
definitely maybe be the fittest
Mm-hmm.
one day. But I just got to get my numbers up a little bit higher, which I know that, but I can see that my fitness can kind of like cover it up a little bit. There's still a pretty big hole with
Yeah.
my leg strength, but it's good to know that I can kind of hide it.
Yeah. Or not necessarily hide it, but mitigate it, right?
Yeah.
And if you had more
I made
events,
up for it, yeah.
You have more events over the course of the weekend, and like, hey, if we went to the range and there was a 7K run,
Right.
Well, the
And you
deal is
get-
if it's moderately heavy, even I'd say
I'm
heavy,
okay with
she's
moderate,
fine. But it's
yeah.
just the 1 rep max pure,
Yeah, just pure
strength
strength.
stuff is the
Yeah.
only, I would say, I wouldn't even say whole.
No.
I would just say a little bit of discrepancy. Like you,
Sure, you could
some
gain a little
area-
bit there.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, and
way
I'm
to-
sure that will just come over time, but
Yes.
because I feel like over the
Once
past
you hit
year,
puberty,
just
I think it'll eventually.
over the past year, I feel like
Sorry. Too far.
Once I turn into a woman, get my woman strength. Yeah, I feel like over the past year, I can move certain weights like better. Just I know like a 155 snatch, like that used to be.
Well, you already moved
really
that stuff
hard.
so much better.
Yeah, just over the year, and that's honestly more important to me than just a 1 rep max because that's just one event. And even though I may bomb it, but I think
bombing it would be dead last.
I didn't get dead last. I got 26.
There you go.
But I feel like even the 185 cleans, I mean, that's light for some people, but that's not.
You moved it well.
Yeah, some of them were a little ugly, but
who cares?
I feel like that's kind of a heavyweight, and I kept up with that, so that's more important to me than just a 1 rep max because that's across like all events, you know. That some kind of barbell like that shows up.
And
in
again,
more events.
You've got another lifetime to improve it.
Truly.
Let's hope so. Knock on wood.
No, it's the truth. I have questions for everybody because maybe I'm not plugged in or whatever, but like, what do we know about Aromas so far? We have a tentative date. Yeah. Do we even know like what scoring looks like with 5 athletes?
We do know what scoring looks like.
Okay.
These guys know. These guys are plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Educate us.
It goes 100 points, 75 points, 50 points, 25, and I think 0.
Okay.
Yeah, that can really.
Same as the teams were last year when it was down to 5
That
teams.
can really shake some things up.
So if you get 5th, you get 0 points, which is huge.
Yeah.
And super stressful.
Yeah. Or if you say you're in the lead and then you get 5th, like you lose 100 points right there to someone. So.
It's real.
Yeah.
It'll shake things up.
It's going to be interesting just seeing 5 people.
I know.
All weekend.
People complained about 10 last year, so.
That's true. That's true. So they're going to double complain this year.
Yeah. At least they have some of their favorites this year they can watch.
Including Haley Adams.
That's
right. But I mean, listen, I was a little bit of a doubter going into the weekend. I was like, I can't really get behind this.
Rory did say that. When we were driving, he's like, gosh.
You were doubting me?
No, not you. The format. He was like, I can't really get excited about this.
I totally agree.
But now I'm a believer. Like, I really enjoyed the weekend.
Yeah. But we had a dog in the fight, too. I wonder people who didn't necessarily have, like, how it was for them. But, like, for us, we could see, like, what was going on. We had something to watch all weekend.
This is true.
And somebody to cheer for.
Yeah.
Well, too. Yeah. I saw a lot of people that had, like, their whole gym there, too. So I'm sure that was fun for everyone, like, getting to watch the CrossFit Games.
Right. Yeah. So I guess my point being like 5 and 5, I'll take it. Like, I switched my attitude completely, and I'm like, I'm glad that they decided to do
I think
something.
Rogue was still really good, but I get that it wasn't fair for some athletes to compete in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
for sure.
And they really tried. The CrossFit Games did to make everything fair and not share scores.
Yep.
I thought, they did the best that they could, honestly.
Yeah. Did you get to see anybody else's scores?
Over the weekend?
Yeah.
No.
Dang. No leaking.
Yeah, that would be hard to do for like the Australian athletes or like.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be that trusting.
Yeah.
I would not invite my whole gym.
No, heck no. I don't think I would.
Some people had some cool setups.
Yeah, seriously.
I liked my setup.
We didn't have strobes.
No,
next time.
I think the point of it is to kind of be like in your home gym, so I don't want to change anything, you know?
Right. It was a good vibe in there.
We changed the music,
so good.
which is not what we're usually listening to.
It was clean. It was Post Malone clean.
Just kidding.
Thanks.
It didn't come through on YouTube. Did you see that somebody last night, they were like, why don't you get Post Malone? And I'm like, if everybody right now donates like $20,000, maybe we could actually we could pay to use Post Malone's music on our YouTube. But until then, it ain't happening.
There was a really cool song Scott used. Brian showed it to me yesterday when you were doing the Fran one. It was pretty cool.
Oh, it went perfect.
Cool. It was cool.
So good.
It was perfect.
Scott did a good job.
He did, man.
He's so good.
He worked hard.
People are giving him so much like good comments.
What are they calling him, Dre? Everybody still thinks Dre is doing her stuff.
Well, he was highly visible in the Nancy one because he ran.
Yeah.
He was running. So you can tell that wasn't Dre for sure.
Yeah.
But Scott. I'm not going to say his name. Don't contact Scott. He's not available. He's a member of Mayhem.
Yep.
But Scott, new addition to the team, is crushing it.
What's the shirt?
It's the senior shirt.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh.
That's Papa's shirt.
Oh.
Papa.
You want to show it to the camera?
There you go.
Well,
Look at you. You're a natural.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You're a
man.
natural media guy.
Okay, that's enough. Beat it, nerd. Okay, hey, no, don't take that off.
Has the world already seen this?
Go put that back. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I can't. Okay.
Yeah.
See you later, man. Shut the door. Shut the door.
Can I tell you guys a true story?
Yeah.
Please.
In order to promote the senior shirt, I'll show you the emails. I literally contacted people to try and rent an eagle.
Yes. Can you?
No, you can't.
No.
Well, sorry. The rule was that you can't rent like a native species.
Okay.
So you couldn't get like
What about a crow?
Well, you could get a different kind of eagle. Like you get an eagle that's from Europe or something.
Well, you couldn't get an eagle tamer? Eagle.
You could, but like it was a specification about the actual type of eagle. I'm gonna read it to
Because when I was in
A really big pigeon.
the college football playoff 2 years ago, when Notre Dame played in Dallas,
Sorry,
they had
who?
an eagle that flew inside, and then it didn't go back to its person. It went into some some guy stuck his arm up, and sure enough, this thing lands on his shoulder, and he's just like
I think
sitting
that would
there.
petrify
Yeah,
me.
no joke.
I'm like, is it going to take me away?
Here, I don't even know what this means. This is from West Coast Falconry. He said, I don't know where you're... Oh, okay. It's against federal law to use native species for representation like commercials or ads or entertainment. I might be able to connect you with people who have non-native eagles, but I need to know where you are. Huh? That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess it couldn't... Like,
That's weird.
if a bald eagle lived in Europe, I could import him and
Guess
like...
I've never seen a bald eagle in a commercial, huh? Hey, look at you.
There's
Anyways.
might be
Side
worth
note.
it.
Side note.
It's gonna
Oh,
cost
can you imagine?
$10,000.
Dude, I could be like senior walking away from an explosion with a bald eagle on his arm. Like, I don't care what you're selling, I'll buy it.
We couldn't Photoshop that?
Yeah, we could. That's a good idea. Next time.
Nope.
And then just the screech.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, kids.
Kids. They're pretty cute.
Yep, that's all it saves them most days. What do you think's gonna happen at the games? Got an event? You know we're gonna see a long run.
10K run.
That's gonna probably happen.
You're going to crush it.
I think there's gonna be some auto object stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do for a week if we're really competing for a week.
It's a
Makes it easier
week?
for you. That's what it says.
19th.
That's what I'm saying. 5
says-
bet people over a week. You're kind of like, okay, I've seen this.
Well, you know how they usually list the dates? They list the dates we start competing. Like last year, I think it was like Thursday to Sunday.
I
So I'm
know.
like, why would they list our check-in day, on the games website?
Hey,
It literally
I tell you
says,
what, ranch is only about 15 minutes from the ocean.
oh yeah,
cold water,
I hope
too.
we do a swim. Maybe not in the ocean.
Good
I don't
thing
wanna
it's about to
swim in
get
the
cold
ocean.
here, so you get used to that cold
none of that
water.
Southern California BS.
I can't get out of it now.
Yeah.
Nope.
I can't go ski.
I don't want to swim. I'm gonna ski.
And actually, I'm not gonna tell you that.
Hey, but let
No,
me
tell her.
what?
Well, like you remember in
She's on
Southern
our team.
California, they used to be like, "Oh, sharks in the ocean."
Oh, yeah.
Like in Santa Cruz, it's like there's sharks in the ocean, like the big
Okay,
ones.
maybe you should have told her that. All right.
And there's only 10 of us too, so that
Yeah, you're like, if
My
there's
chances-
like 80, you're like,
my chances
good.
are higher.
They always go after the slowest seal.
Oh, so you're
No,
Stay
you're
out,
good.
Stay out
Okay.
front.
You're
You won't be the
fast.
slowest.
Yeah, you won't be.
All right, I'm gonna.
Surfed almost every day. Never got bit by a shark, as you can tell. Yeah, you'd be fine.
Fingers crossed.
No, I'm excited though. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do for a week. Maybe they would do like a 3-day on, 1-day off thing. Like 3 days. How many days? I guess so. It's 6 days. I guess 19,
Yeah.
20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 7 days. Excuse me, because it's 19 through the 25th.
I would think like based on tradition. So you said Thursday through Sunday?
Yeah, they usually write just the dates that we start.
Yeah.
They've
She
never
says
just
now
wrote
it
our
says a week.
check-in date.
It says a week, though, yeah.
Yeah. So it literally says that on the game's website. So I'm like, why would they write our check-in date? And they told us they would be in contact with like accommodations because I'm sure we all have to stay together and
Right.
like travel dates.
Or maybe they're getting you out there early too to like. I don't know. You guess you.
But
can't
why would they
quarantine
write
for
that?
3 days.
But
That's
why
not
would
gonna
they
do
write
anything.
that on the game's website? If we're not competing that day,
Tune in,
So-
shows. It could be anything, right? Like, there's
Yeah.
like
I
media
mean, I think we
opportunities
just-
on check.
They're just
Expect
gonna lock you
anything.
at the ranch, and they're gonna do a Big Brother show.
It's just it's going to be the Hunger Games.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you a fan?
He does
The Hunger
have.
Games?
Apparently, there's a mountain lion on the
Oh God.
Aromas.
There's only 10
on the
of us,
ranch.
too.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
You'll be
Dave
okay.
showed me on his game cam.
You're a fast runner.
They're all over the place.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah. I think what's really cool is you're going to see a lot of things. You're good at everything, but
Yeah.
like legless road climbs, ring muscle.
Yeah, I
ups,
really like just like grunt work stuff too.
Yeah.
Like I like odd object stuff, like sandbags and
Yeah, you're good at that
stuff
stuff.
like
So
that.
you're good
Yeah.
at yeah.
I like
Last
that
time we
better.
went back to the ranch, it was like kind of an homage to
She did it.
right, but they won't throw back again like that. Do you think?
No, I mean they're already there. Well, they might. Who knows? Maybe
I
it's
mean,
a bunch
like,
of old
you know,
games.
so like
repeat?
yeah, like we went back and then they redid like the run into the deadlift ladder.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't do that a third time.
No,
Right?
but they could do a bunch of old games workouts, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We should go. Oh, 2009 games was brutal.
Yeah.
It'd be really interesting to see.
That was
you do
my
those.
introduction to the games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. First videos I watched, I remember like, oh man, maybe we should do this.
Cool.
We might be able to recreate the hill run up at the house. That would be nasty. Up to the top of that little where our driveway goes. If you just
The
You know the
gravel
portion
would be
of
worse.
of Pfeiffer Mountain, like right at the beginning.
oh, it's miserable.
Everyone
I
did
ran
it-
up that once. It was awful.
Yeah. Oh, you've done it on the concrete? Because the concrete looks so much more aggressive than like where the actual Mayhem Classic
right,
run
right.
kind of
The
switch
trails. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I ran up the concrete.
That'd
We
be
did
good.
we ran
Pavement.
from the
It's
fire
asphalt.
station to
It's not
seniors.
concrete.
Oh yeah, that's aggressive.
Just letting you
We
guys
should
know.
probably do that again, honestly.
It's asphalt. It's not concrete.
Oh, pardon me.
Just,
yeah.
I mean,
It's
if we
bison buffalo, you
if we want to
know,
get technical,
Wait, which one is it?
it's either.
that he has. Oh, is it?
The scientific name is bison, but you can call him buffalo because we've called him buffalo since we came over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We being.
Europeans.
Don't you bundle me in with you, bro?
You're European. Aren't you like directly
Yeah,
descended?
yeah.
You're dead.
Yeah, we came over recently, actually.
Okay, yeah.
My wife is an Ojibwe Indian, though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Side note.
Nice.
Sorry, this is about Haley.
Yeah.
Enough about me. Go on.
Once again, the camera. Fine, Rory.
Oh, is it microphone in front of me? Why don't I go on then? What makes you nervous? Anything?
No, I think the worst part of it's over of
Yeah.
being nervous. Now it's just like I'm already gonna do better than last year. Not saying that I want to get fifth, but there really is.
Fifth is technically last.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. I
But
mean, I'm
it's
not
better than
saying.
last
I'm
year.
just saying.
It's better than last year.
Yeah, but I think that is like I'm gonna try not to have any pressure because I perform well under pressure, but not like the bad kind, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just
You'll be
gonna
fine.
go out there.
You
and,
perform well under the bad kind too.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I know, but I don't think there will be any bad
No.
kind because it's not
Well-
like I'm make or break. You know, we're not getting cut. We're
And let's
still be
take
there.
or let's take for granted like no audience or no crowd, right?
I kind of like it.
You do, okay.
Yeah,
What
I
you
kinda
like
it.
not having a crowd or you don't?
I kind of like that it's just us.
Yeah,
Really?
right.
I mean, I
Pressure-wise.
like the crowd, but
Yeah.
I think in that kind of environment, it's, you're gonna have to really dig. It's just gonna be mental too. I mean, you're only gonna have 10 people there.
Yeah.
That's good for you because you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need someone beside me, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I need. Hopefully some music too.
How
but
about
that's it.
this? Like, I don't think a lot of people, you've been in the game long enough, you've been in the game long enough, and you probably have too, but for people at home, they probably assume that, like, you know, the event ends, high fives, chest bumps, everybody's friends. Like, what do you think it'll be like in between events when it's only 5 of you? You think that'll bring you guys?
I don't think it's gonna be. I wouldn't
Cutthroat or anything?
say. No, I'm not saying. I don't think we're all gonna be like cuddling up together.
Think
You
you
know,
go
I
do your
mean,
own
you're
thing
gonna
and-
want to be with your person, which mine will be Tasia, and you're gonna be thinking about the next event and recovering. You're not gonna want to be like talking. Maybe. I mean,
Yeah, that would be tough.
yeah.
Right?
I'm not saying I'm not
There's a
like
lot of
don't want to talk to
distractions at the
anyone,
games, like
Yeah.
when there's a lot of people around.
but I can imagine it's not gonna be a lot of time. We're just gonna
Well,
be
and there's
stuck
a
there
lot
all
more
day.
people too, so like you have more of a chance of those people that you actually like to hang out with
Yeah.
versus people you don't really
Yeah.
necessarily connect
Well,
with.
and I'm sure you're just gonna want to kind of like stay in your zone and figure out the next thing that we're gonna do and
Yeah.
just get ready and
That'd be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the only place to go there is that shed,
Mm-hmm.
right?
yeah.
In terms
Well, I'm
of-
sure we'll all be like friendly and stuff and fine,
Yeah.
but like you're not. I can
Put on a
imagine we're
fake
not
face,
all
yeah,
gonna
for
want to sit together and just chit chat all day.
Sure.
You know?
Tasia, don't let it happen.
Yeah. So, how was your fair spice finish on that workout? You know.
High five, high five, high five.
I
was
mean, maybe
0
I'm
points.
wrong. Maybe it will honestly
you
be a
feeling?
great
Does it
time.
feel to get 0 points?
Yeah.
Get took fifth on this workout. Yes, top 5.
Okay, I'm going to keep going because I've got some things from our previous interview as well. Before the games weekend, we sat down and I said, what would it mean to qualify for the games? And you're like, meh. What does it mean to you though? I think like you didn't necessarily have an answer. Maybe your head wasn't in that place, but does it mean a lot to you?
I don't think people really know unless you do it how much work that we put in and just like sacrificing everything. So just to see all of that pay off and know that it's working. I know that's just a cliche thing to say, but yeah, it just I don't know how to even describe it. I just know that it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And I know that it's all worth it, and I just want to keep doing it.
Yeah. Like it would have been a huge disappointment if you had not been in that top 5.
I don't know. I was kind of ready for it either way.
Ready for
I'm not kidding.
madness to end.
I wasn't sure if I was going to make it because, like I said, the events, I don't know, I just didn't have a great feeling about them. And I was going to be, like, content if I didn't make it. Obviously, want to get back to work, but also part of me really, really wanted to make it, but I just didn't like to say it, you know? Like I said, I don't want things to blow up in my face. And I just tried to, like, keep that to myself. But either way, I wasn't going to, like, be hysterical crying if I didn't make it. Just wanted to get ready for the next year, but best case, I did make it.
Yeah. How do you deal with stuff like that? Like when people ask you about your expectations for a competition?
Yeah, I think it's tough. I think as an athlete, sometimes you're probably the most critical of yourself and probably the least confident in your ability. I've been doing this for 11 years and there's still, you get nervous. There's different types of nervous, I guess, when you're going into a competition. There's kind of the nervous that, oh, how's my time going to be? Like, I need to go fast. There's the nerves of, well, somebody, this is going to hurt. There's a different nerves. As weird as it sounds in competition, there's like, those are the two things. You're either, wow, I got to go really fast. I know it's going to hurt a little bit, but it's not going to be that bad. It's more the hurt is going to come from how fast I have to go. And then there's the dread of like the 1K row, like it doesn't really matter how fast I go, it's going to hurt regardless. Yeah. And so there's those two types of things you have to manage in competition. But leading up to competition, there's all kinds of uncertainty. It's like, man, did I do enough? Did I do that?
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
There's the workouts that people are like, that's perfect for you. That's in your wheelhouse. But you still have those doubts of like, I don't know if, what if so-and-so is better at me? Like, there's just so many different things. And so you just kind of balance those emotions and balance that energy in a good way too, is you feed off that a little bit. But when 3, 2, 1 go happens, it's kind of gone. And once you get an event or two out of the way, you kind of like, all right, we're in it. Let's go.
Honestly, that morning before, I don't think I've ever been that nervous. I was so nervous. I felt so sick.
Yeah.
My stomach. I don't ever remember being that nervous. Like I said, I think there was just put so much pressure on myself from last year. I'm like, oh my God, you got 6. Like, you got to show that you're still like just as good. And I think that's why I was so nervous, but
so it's all self-imposed, really.
Yeah. And I just don't want to disappoint anyone either. I know that no one would ever be disappointed in me here, but I feel like that's a feeling I have too. I don't know. I just want to do good.
Honestly, I think that's why I enjoy teams so much more, because that load is shared. Like you do have this negative, feelings, but everybody I feel like can kind of it's shouldered a little bit more, and it's individual. It's on you.
Yeah.
And I just got tired of that. I'm over that.
It is heavy. It for sure is heavy, and mentally it weighs a lot. I've only been in it for really individual, I guess, for 2 years, but
yeah, but you had what 2 or 3 years before that too.
But that was different. Though.
You're an old soul for 19.
How was that so different?
Honestly, competing with the women is just different in its own way. I mean, competing with teenagers is, I don't know. I mean, you're young and your mind isn't working the same, and I don't know. It's just,
was it easier, like
teenage division?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It was way easier. This is way harder, and you have more of the spotlight too, which is harder because, like I said, I don't really like attention. So that's been
just let Rory take all your attention.
Yeah.
That's been hard.
Just bring a mic and just.
It's been hard to adjust to. Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. Love to hear you talk about. It was interesting to me that all you guys are tremendously humble, but Haley, like, it comes up often, right? Hey, what are your goals? And how do you walk that line of being like confident, like you guys as Mayhem Freedom, for example, like you're walking in with confidence that you can win the competition. Sure. But how do you project that without misrepresenting yourself, or like Haley's concern being like, well, I don't want to eat my words, I don't want to look like an idiot if I take 30th place. Sure,
yeah. Well, I think that's one thing that's really cool about being on Freedom and being here is everyone is super humble just naturally. It's not fake, right? Like everyone really, like he's saying, a lot of times you go in and you think that, like, I'm always, did I do enough, or am I fit enough? I'm never like, oh, I'm way better than this person. We're going to just smash them, you know what I mean? But I think just the natural aspect of being humble, and then also trying not to be self-deprecating, right? Like, I think that's important to recite those positive things in your head. Like, you've done the work, you can do this, we've got this. And being on a team has been super helpful Because different from Rich, I honestly feel like being on a team has been more pressure, self-inflicted pressure, than as an individual. But I also, when I was an individual, like being first place wasn't really in my sphere. I was trying to do the best I can, and obviously everyone's shooting for first. But then coming into a spot where it's the expectation is first, I really had to learn how to deal with handling that self-inflicted pressure, because it wasn't pressure from other people, but just on myself of like not wanting to let down Rich or China or Dre or Scott, whoever it was. So it's definitely a growth process, and I think everyone's got to go through it, right? But being around people who are naturally humble has helped.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really met like a cocky person here.
I've met a couple.
It's actually me.
Just kidding.
And
And two of them are at the table.
Yeah.
That's right.
You figure out which two you are.
Yeah, if you've never met that person, it's probably you. No, that's interesting. It's actually this may be a stretch, but like both of you guys have backgrounds in like either track or long distance running, right?
Yeah.
And like gymnastics, where it is an individual sport, whereas you're kind of a team sport guy. And I find comfort in team sports too.
Like,
See, I
rather
don't like.
play a
I
team
didn't
sport.
like team sports.
Oh
growing
god,
up.
because you can
No.
airball it and look like an idiot, but you're still like out there with 5 other dudes
Yeah,
on
you're
a
like,
basketball court.
Somebody
Had
can
the
pick me up
least
here.
fun.
Yes, I
Well,
hated
don't
track.
get me wrong, I like it better, for
Right.
sure.
Okay.
But I do feel like, I don't know, just the feeling of not wanting to let someone else down. When like if I go out there and let myself down, yeah, it sucks, but it's like, well,
Yeah, but all that shame's on you, and I don't like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Somehow, even if I screw up on a team, it's like, I still got other people that we lost. We lost.
It was us, guys. It was us.
We
We got a
lost.
lot of work to do.
There's sides to both of it, because
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'd say it's a lot of pressure being an individual, but honestly, I couldn't imagine being on the team either. Because like, what if you're the reason someone loses,
right.
and then it's all on you?
I've been there.
No, I'm sure. But yeah, either way, I don't. That's why I just have a feeling of disappointing just myself and
Yeah.
the people around me. So I couldn't imagine actually competing with other people.
I will say, like, this weekend was really nice, but also really hard because you know how hard she's worked. You know the time she's put in, and she's one of us. Like, she's like our little sister.
Yeah.
And so watching her do that, it was tough because it's completely, like, at least on a team, you kind of have some input.
Sure.
Even if there's times where wheels are falling off for other people, you're like, oh, I can do something. This
Can't
you could
do
do
anything.
nothing.
Yeah.
And not at any point were the wheels falling off for her, but there's just so much, because
But
you
they could at any
know what's
time.
going,
Yeah.
like, I know firsthand what's going through her head. I know how much work she's put into it. And to just see that and just basically be helpless, you're kind of like, this sucks.
Yeah.
But it's also when the workout's over, you're like, oh, I'm good. I don't hurt. She's hurting. I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice.
I don't think I've ever worked harder than the past like 3 or 4 months. I feel like it went so slow, but now I look back and it flew by. But I worked really, really hard and
Yeah, you did. You deserved it.
Yeah.
worked
Crushed it.
really hard. It was not just given. It's not just talent. We all worked really hard.
Hell yeah. And I'll give you credit. I'll give everybody credit. The weirdness of 2020, right? And this is kind of like redundant.
Yeah.
We talked about this before, but the way that this season was just a complete moving target, where it was like, the
So
games are going to be in
drawn
2
out.
weeks. No,
It
the
was
games are going to be in
really
3
hard.
weeks. No,
Yeah.
like stay peaked, stay peaked, stay peaked. Holy cow, man. Like that's
It was really
mentally
hard.
very trying.
Because like after Rogue, I felt like things just kept flying all over the place. Like, is this gonna happen? And then we thought it was gonna be in person for
Yeah.
up until a month out from it,
Yeah.
and then everything changed, and then we have to change our training because it's not gonna be the real games in person. So we have to take movements out, just basically the open movements, you know. So that was stressful too, because I feel like I just put in so much work of training for the regular games, and then that, and it ended up all working out though, obviously.
We're here.
It did work out nicely.
Did.
This may be secret sauce, but what do you guys, having been to the game so many times and then having been to the ranch, what are the kind of intangibles that are not just training and like, physical fitness? Like, what are you kind of going to try and prep Haley with or arm her with over the next couple?
Like, we just keep working hard, keep doing the things that
Yeah.
we know, could come up. Now, we kind of knew that it was going to be open-ish style. Now it kind of opens back up to a full
Everything.
playbook, where we were kind of, stuck with, barbell movements,
Yeah.
pull-up bar,
Mhm.
wall, wall ball, those types of things. Now it's like, all right, now we have our full playbook open again.
I'm excited.
Let's do some like athletic type stuff. We did the 5-10-5 yesterday. We're just working on some like athletic positioning things, stuff she's never really done.
Cool.
Because who knows? I mean, that probably won't come up, but at least if we can help her with sprinting, changing directions, those type of things, who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's, a bunch of odd object stuff, long runs, trail runs. She's gonna on our Legends of the Falls team. She's like, should I do it? I'm like, yes, you should do it. What if I twist my ankle? I'm like, we're gonna be doing trail runs anyway, so you might as well do it in a competition setting with other stuff. So you're gonna be fine.
That does sound really fun though.
I'm glad it does for you.
Oh my God.
But a lot more variance, I guess. Where before we were kind of stuck in a corner. So
I'm excited.
Be fun.
It's actually the fun time of the year.
Yeah,
games
totally.
training.
Yeah.
How about like the psyops, like the getting inside Dave Castro's brain?
I don't think you can.
Yeah,
I think
I'd rather just go and be prepared for anything. And, that's how I felt coming into this weekend too.
Do as many different things as we can, and something will line up.
Yeah. But I mean, not even like the events or what he's going to program, but just not getting like psyched out by the bullshit of like,
surprise.
I feel like most of the time there's a surprise when we train in the afternoons. The mornings we kind of know right now because we're doing the Mayhem athlete stuff, but the afternoon it's like, all right, hey, what do you want to do? All right, no, we're going to do this.
I'm saying I don't want to change anything. I mean, the only thing that's really going to change is just, like I said, more movements and more games training stuff. But our schedule's pretty set.
I think being smart too. I mean, she's done the work. Like you're basically not maintaining. You're not going to get much
volume
better.
is not an issue.
No,
obviously.
You're not going to get much better in the next 4 weeks. It's just maintaining that level of fitness and maybe adding some different things that you're not used to, but staying healthy. Healthy is a key really right now.
I feel like I'll have a good 2.5 weeks of training, not including this week. This week is more maybe try to recover a little bit and then get ready for these next 2.5 weeks because I still don't feel great, which I'm sure everyone feels like that. But I think all I really need is a good 2-3 weeks and I'll be ready.
I gotta turn the surprise kind of conversation on its head a little bit and ask you, like watching the premiere last night, 1.2 thousand people logged in just. I'm not crying, you're crying. No, a ton of people logged in, hugely favorable commentary, and a lot of people saying Haley Adams is my favorite athlete. Was that surprising to you, and how does it feel to kind of that support that's coming from all over the world?
It blows my mind that people like, I don't know, they want to follow me. I don't really feel that special, I'm like, there's something really like cool about me,
There's a lot of really cool things about
I agree. There's nothing really that cool about you, but you're pretty fit.
I'm just like chilling, I don't know. And so I
you
still
like
think
to pluck your eyelashes.
Yeah, I still
working on it. Look at them, they're beautiful.
No, I see the gap right here.
That's it. There's only one gap. That's it.
All right. Let's work on that. Tasia, that's your job.
I mean, I know, seriously, your eyelashes look great going into the games. It's impressive.
I know.
You're going to come back just with naked eyes.
None.
At Rogue, they were a little, but what was I saying?
Like feeling the support from around the world. Like it's kind of crazy.
Oh, I mean, it's honestly huge. I mean, nothing does my heart better than seeing like a younger girl message me and be like, I want to be like you, or I'll see a mom comment like, thank you for giving my daughter something, like she's small or she has body image issues, and like showing her that strong is beautiful. So that actually makes me feel like I'm doing something good in the world.
Nice.
Other than just having a following and posting workout pictures, and hopefully I can leave an impression on someone.
Yeah.
Then that makes
I love that.
Happy.
Happy. Happy.
Happy. 3 horses.
No, happy. Don't tell everybody your email.
They don't know that.
It's like, oh gosh. Yeah, but there's like 6 ends that you can put on there.
Those horses' names were Santana, Bunny, and Baby Doll, by the way. They're gone now.
Santana, Bunny,
Santana.
Santana.
Now I can see, because you said I can't talk about the platform that her email is on.
Don't talk about it.
Okay. All right. But I can talk to you when the cameras are done because it makes me laugh.
We had to get rid of them though because they weren't tame and they kept kicking my dad.
They kept kicking your dad?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
they weren't.
I watched Baby Dog kick him in the butt a lot.
That is funny that it took more than one kick.
Yeah. Because there were 3 of them. There were 3 of them. They
gone.
weren't tame, so he didn't really want me around them. So he'd go out there and try to
So they should have been wild 3 horses.
Right.
They weren't happy, but he ended up getting rid of those and got me 2 better ones. So
okay.
They're tame.
I like that. I like that it was kicks.
Yeah.
It took me multiple kicks
I would.
before I got
Yeah,
rid of
if
these
one
horses.
of our 2 horses kicks me, they're gone.
Just don't walk behind them. Without
These don't
getting
release like chronologically, right? Like
This one will be
Oh.
tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
we were
Okay.
going
Wow.
to do it ASAP because
because it's timely. So
after
train,
this, nobody's going to care.
right?
I'm just kidding.
So
cares?
train with riches this weekend.
Train with
It's
Rich.
exciting.
Yep.
Um,
Good weekend.
you showing up?
Yeah.
Yes, she
Lucky
is.
people.
Yes, she is.
Lucky
I
train.
just-
It's now train with Haley. It's not train with
Oh
Rich
my
anymore.
God.
Sorry.
That's right.
We're going to
At
have
the
to
end.
restart the
Stop.
count. It's just, she's basically now me.
Oh
I'm
my
done.
God.
For the pictures, we'd be like, okay, Haley, out
All right, Haley in the front. All right, everybody line up for Haley. Done.
Oh my god.
Old news.
So-
Um,
it probably will be a little different, maybe than usual that I'm used to, but
Been waiting for somebody.
just this
exactly.
weekend
Thank
though.
Thought it was going to be Dre. He was gone.
Just this weekend. That's
He's still
it.
got time.
It's
Yeah.
perfect timing.
Dre's done.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All he does is run now, right?
Yeah,
If that.
pretty much.
Yeah.
I think sometimes he does burpees, but that's it.
No.
Man.
But hey, he did tell Sarge that in 1 month he was going to come back for his title, the fittest cameraman.
Are you guys going to start Dre versus Ben? Since
I
Roe
don't know.
versus Ben didn't take off?
I told him like all we gotta do is like get a barbell, maybe a dumbbell, and yeah, he'll lose.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll still take a shot at Ben every once in a while.
Well, we got to film it. We got to make it happen.
Okay. Just gotta let me get back into the
The,
gym for a
the
couple
video of Ben doing that Fran in his jeans was so good.
That was
That's-
great.
Because I
There
think
wasn't
people are
one
going to click
comment
on
not
it.
about the jeans.
No, there wasn't.
Oh. Well.
They were all
I
about
feel
jeans.
like people are
literally.
going to click on it thinking it was going to be like Sam and I like showing our times or something because it released at the perfect time.
Well, that was the idea. Yeah.
Clickbait.
Yeah.
Totally stole some other YouTubers.
Fooled you.
Just
You'll never
tactics.
believe what happens
Oh
next.
my gosh.
This guy tried it in
I
his
saw
jeans.
some.
You need
I
this.
clicked on my YouTube today, and you know how like it filters and stuff that you think you're like. I saw this one video, and it was like the CrossFit Games were rigged, and I was like, "Is this clickbait?" And I didn't want to click on it because I'm like, I don't really care. But
Almost got you.
Oh, you know what makes me mad, and I hate to give him even draw attention to it. Should I not say it? There's somebody that just keeps stealing everybody's video and putting them head to head.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
saw that on you. That popped up on mine too.
God, that makes me mad.
I don't know who it is
People
though.
steal our videos all the
Rich
time.
and Matt fan.
Yeah, that guy
Oh, sorry,
steals
we're not
all of our
calling him out.
stuff.
I
It
can
wasn't
bleep
even
it
that
out.
guy actually.
Oh, really?
I couldn't even tell you the guy's name. I'll have to find it.
Wait, that's someone's username.
But he did like
There's some guy has
Just
that's a
steals
channel.
all of our videos.
Yeah.
even Mayhem Classic videos got stolen.
Yep.
I told you what is really cool though is if you go to YouTube right now and type in CrossFit, the first video that pops up is
Hey,
Haley's.
Reese.
Yeah, girl.
Which one?
The
Dan
episode
Lane?
2. It's got
Okay.
released yesterday.
I think all those views shot up. Maybe.
Oh
So-
yeah, dude, they're all north of 100,000.
Oh,
It's
wow.
amazing.
Crushing
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Why do people want to watch me?
Yeah,
Because you're,
because you're
amazing.
awesome.
Just for my cat?
It's not for your cat.
I'm here for the cat.
Yeah.
Said no one ever.
I engaged with a young man on there in the comments as well. He said, "Did you see that? Some guy said like 900,000 something
Yeah.
on America."
Yeah, he's commented 50 times on that. I went
Okay.
through.
Oh
You
yeah,
report him.
I
He
saw
commented
that.
on our YouTube live today. I reported him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Was he being mean?
The same thing that you're talking about.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
funny.
he responded to like every single comment on the YouTube. I was like, because every single one looked like they had a reply. So I was like
It
clicking
was
on
some
the replies.
robot, I guarantee it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Was it
must
Red
have been
Jacket?
because
And
it
people
says
were like,
that.
"What are you talking about?"
Yeah, 'cause it says 900,000 curses on America, and I wrote back and I was like, "Hey, why wouldn't you just do 1 million? Because 900,000 is so close. It's like it just seems like a
add
arbitrary
a couple
number."
100,000.
And he wrote back to me and he was like, "Keep up the great work, Rory."
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Wait,
That don't make no sense.
So the curses were on
Curses?
America, but not on you.
I guess so.
wait. Is he
But-
saying there's curses on America? Is it some kind of like witchcraft or something?
No,
Well,
it's-
who knows?
That's
Who
what he
knows?
wants right now. He wants you to talk about it.
Oh,
Could be a bot.
He's a bot.
Yeah.
He's got no feelings.
I was
It
confused. I'm
has
like,
no feelings.
they,
They have no feelings.
whatever
Yeah.
pronoun they want to
Yeah,
use.
exactly.
they're
Their
commenting
preference.
on every one, so copy and paste.
All right.
Closing thoughts. This is your queen for a day. You know,
This is Haley's time.
it's Haley's time.
It's the most I've ever talked.
This what?
Most I've ever talked on here.
It is.
You're doing great.
Last time you guys just talked about the triathlon the whole time. I was
Yeah.
just chilling.
And you couldn't.
It was fun. This is chilling.
We missed you guys at that.
The triathlon?
Yeah.
I think God didn't do it though.
You would have done well, but
would've-
we also would have.
No,
No,
I
you
would have
would've
probably
crashed.
eaten it really bad on the mountain
The
bike.
bike was
Treacherous.
Yeah, treacherous to say the least. The rest of it was fun. All right.
Queen for the day, Haley. Queen Haley.
What do you think, Tasia?
Oh.
people need to know about Haley that they don't know?
That they don't know. Well, we've covered how awesome you are, how hard you've worked, how much
We're
you've
going to have
improved.
to knock her down a couple levels in the bar.
Right, we're bringing it up right now, though.
Yeah, okay.
Later.
Yeah.
We'll
All
knock her down leading up to the games.
Okay. Last week,
If
build her
anyone,
up.
I do not get a big head at all. Takes a lot.
Well, I did bring up on one of my interviews with Rory about your interest in this rhinestone on your tooth.
Oh my gosh, that's
Oh,
right.
you haven't heard it.
Oh, you haven't heard this. So Haley wants to get a gem on her tooth.
Ben,
this
have
one.
you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah.
I like it. I told you.
So-
I think you should do it.
There's like a bunch of.
I mean,
Don't do
you
it.
gotta try
Yes,
things, new
you-
I
things.
said no on the last podcast, but everyone
It's
else
like
said
the
yes.
thing now with people my age. Just like
No.
it would be like the front of your
No.
earring, and it would go just like on the side.
It's
of
like
your
a tooth earring.
No.
Let me show you.
No, I don't care. I
don't,
no.
I
I
don't feel like it fits your personality,
No.
but,
Yes,
I'm,
it
but I'm like an old
does.
person.
No,
I
it
get
doesn't.
it.
It's really pretty.
No.
I'm not gonna tell my parents if I do it.
I'm telling your parents.
Well, they're gonna listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm calling your mom. immediately.
Rich will literally tell them just to make you stop.
Yes.
I have
Like,
Yvonne's
look
number.
at this. Hold on.
Yes.
actually do.
Yes.
I would, however, like start a Kickstarter campaign and make Rich
Only
do
on
it.
one though.
No.
What?
It looks like you have something in your teeth.
It's a diamond.
It looks like you have something in your teeth.
Just do it.
I know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show. They won't even notice.
You're taking advice from Ben.
Hey, you got. I mean, she got
You're
to try
taking
it. That way,
fashion advice from Ben.
then she'll know if
notice.
she doesn't like it or not.
You can order them on Amazon.
Get a fake one and plaster it there for a day.
That's what I said. I said we'll
love
super glue it.
I love it on everyone that I've seen.
Wait,
feel
is
like
it
it would
is it
bother me.
permanent?
No.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
all right. So just be like just for the games or like.
Notice.
I would
Just do
notice.
it.
You'll
think
like
I-
one, and then you'll have like 5.
No, it's only on one. Only not
Braces.
even. Not two.
Get your grill. Put a grill. When you get a grill in, and call Nelly.
It's not a gold tooth. It's literally
It might
just
be
like
one
the
of
front. Just like the front of the earring.
Okay.
It goes on. I just want it on.
We'll get
All
a
right.
Band-Aid.
This is why Haley cannot be queen for a day.
No,
I've
this
been
is a
wanting
generational
this.
thing, dude. It's like
No, I like really want it though. Like, there's not.
I
like,
really
something
want a
that's
sleeve,
just-
but I can't get a sleeve.
Well, that's how I feel about it though. Like,
Okay,
I really want
don't
it.
even
I really
equate
want
a-
it.
tooth rhinestone to a sleeve. Get
I
out of
really
here.
want it.
Get
go,
outta
go,
here.
hey, you do you, girl. I think it'd be great.
It's not like
I would
trashy
like-
or
I
anything.
would-
I,
It will
think it looks.
shine on the camera.
It
with
looks
lighting.
good. Oh,
Yeah.
just one.
Do it for the games.
Yeah.
I will. I really want
Does
it.
it
I
hurt? Is
hope,
it
I
like-
hope it comes off your tooth and you choke on it.
You should practice before
I'll
the
be
games. We
flip
wanna
over
try
your
to
handlebars
figure
and
it
knock
out.
I'm
your
gonna
two
go order
front
on
teeth out.
Amazon right now.
Oh, you can get it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like a dental procedure we're talking about. This is just like a sticky
I think
stick.
you can get it at the dentist, but maybe I'll just start with that one.
Let's start with
Okay,
the
all right.
Amazon one.
This
I
is stressing
really
me out.
want
I'm
it.
done. We're done.
I
Podcast
really
is over.
want it.
All right.
Can you read anything?
Haley, no, I'm not reading all of those.
And now another 10 minutes.
Yeah. Haley, no.
What? What's wrong with it? Tell me.
It looks stupid.
It's a
There's a
generation.
lot
Hey,
of things
don't.
that
Hey,
people do that look stupid, but I want it.
All
you
right.
know, it's a generation
Whatever.
thing.
It doesn't
Old-
look trashy.
Old
Whatever.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it looks pretty
old
trashy.
man
No,
of Froning, man. Don't
How
get
does
it.
that look trashy?
Oh,
It
Don't
looks
look at
trashy.
me. I didn't say
It
trashy.
looks cheap and trashy.
Do it.
Cheap.
Yeah.
Don't listen to haters.
Once again, listen to Ben. Go
Don't
ahead, take
listen
your
to
fashion
I don't
advice
regret any of these tattoos.
and
I
life
have.
and life advice from Ben.
He
I
doesn't
mean-
regret anything.
If she gets it, will you still cheer for her at the games?
Nope.
Oh man.
Well, Tasia will.
Yeah.
Oh, no matter what you do, I'll be cheering for you at the games, girl.
Nope.
I'm gonna make it.
Hey, how about
you won't
this?
even notice it. I won't even open my mouth all the way.
If Haley wins the games, will you wear one for a week?
Yes.
No.
Come on.
Come on.
Fun police, Froning.
No.
I bet Hillary would like it.
No. I
She
can't
would-
even get a tattoo. You think she'll let me put a rhinestone
she
on my
would,
tooth?
I bet she would agree with.
People in Cookville would be so confused.
No, she would. I think she would hype up the rhinestone on my tooth. I think she would. I think she would like it on my
Hillary's a
tooth.
very tooth sensitive person.
I
Her
think she
being a
would think it would look
dental-
good on me.
in the dental profession for a while, I don't think she would approve of it.
I
Honestly.
think we
think
should
she
ask
would.
her.
Maybe
I
she
don't-
get
I
one.
think
Maybe
she
she
would
get
too.
Hillary down here.
She might get one in solidarity with you.
I
Yeah.
don't-
What if we, dude? I mean, my head's going all sorts of places. We could sell them through Mayhem. You know what I mean?
Get a Mayhem.
The Haley Adams colorway.
There you go.
I would get one.
Tooth rhinestone. What do you call
It's
it?
yellow. Perfect.
Oh, not yellow. Not yellow. It has to be like a. It has to be a diamond, like this kind of material.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
There's
gonna
gotta
tell
be.
my parents when I come home. I'll
I'm
just do
telling
like
your
the
parents.
half smile.
I'm
like
telling
a-
your parents.
You know
Yes.
how like if
Yes.
someone tries to hide a piercing,
I'm
they're
telling
just
your
like looking the
parents.
other way.
Well,
No.
let's go back 5 minutes and end this show while you're still proud
On
of
a
Haley.
positive note.
Yeah.
Wait. I think it is
Might
worth.
be, I
Did you
took
talk
the
about the
wrong
camo
direction.
stuff?
Camo stuff?
Yeah. We showed on the
podcast.
last podcast, but that's coming out next Thursday. But the camo stuff released yesterday.
All the camo stuff released yesterday. Bunch of camo stuff. Mayhem.com. CrossFitMayhem.com.
There's some good models
Let's go.
on there
Walk over
too.
here.
What's our website
Walk
now?
over here in your jacket.
MayhemNation.com/shop.
Yeah,
Walk
and
over
there's
here.
some
Show them your milk
Mayhem.com.
pants.
Ooh, here
there's
we
some good modeling
Show the
pics
people
on
your
there.
milk pants.
Yeah, you should check out if you're not subscribed to our email, you should subscribe to our email and see Tasia and Haley's thug pictures.
I think they turned out pretty
My
good.
diamond would have looked really good on. She was in that picture, just saying.
True that.
Haley's teaching me how to have a more serious face.
My face looked really. He picked a bad picture though. That one did not represent my face in the rest of the pictures. He picked a bad one.
This picture of my face is not representative of
That
my
was
face.
not the mean face I was making. No, he picked a bad one. He was
Who was
literally
it?
laughing.
Scott?
Dre.
Dre.
Oh,
He
he's
was
outta here.
making
He's
fun of me
fired.
the whole time.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, from
He was
here
trying
on
to make me
out,
look stupid.
Haley gets done wrong, they're out.
Yeah.
I don't like this picture.
I'm gonna
Goodbye.
cut you.
Yeah.
All right, enough.
I'm like, I feel like we can keep
I can't take this anymore. All right. Haley,
Bye.
congrats, girl. We're proud of you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Don't do that to your teeth. All right, peace.